Sting.
Welcome, everybody, to the Rebelle Rally Live, presented by Toyota. We are at the end of day 4. We have now officially halfway through the 2024 9th Annual Rebelle Rally. It's been a scorching day of competition here in Dumont Dunes, but thankfully that sun is going down behind those mountains. We're going to get some cooler temperatures here. This is Emmy Hall. I'm here, as always, with my friend Matthew Johnson. We had such a good time today, and somehow I think that maybe the competitors, maybe they had fun, but maybe it was a really hard day.
All the ones I chatted with were saying it was pretty tough.
Yeah, every single person had been like, this is the hardest day ever.
I think the story of today is transitions. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of, some Group A four-wheel drive started in the dunes and then had to imagine how much time to save to transition into the rocky Big Loop.
Right.
Then the Big Loop drivers that started there this morning had to transition into dunes mentality, and they're just two really different ways you go about.
And it's hard to know. It's hard to know how much time you're going to need in those dunes because you don't know if you're going to get stuck. If you're there in the latter part of the day, it gets softer. We were out there here in the afternoon. We both went out in the morning and in the afternoon. There was definitely a difference in the sand. So you really have to try to predict ahead of time how much time you're going to need, and that is really, really difficult.
Yeah, and it could be thrown ajar a bit if you're suddenly stuck.
Well, day 4, of course, is brought to you by Pirelli. We've had a really good time talking about our Pirelli giveaway. This is in the big giveaway package here. You can go to rebellerally.com/giveaways. And the cool thing here is that you can get 5 Pirelli tires. That is a retail value of almost $2,000.
Amongst other things, that's the coup de grace of the giveaway for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Pirelli sponsored the Scorpion Challenge for this year, so 15 different teams are running Scorpion tires. They benefited from $1,000 of their entry fee being covered by Pirelli. And then there's the Scorpion Challenge. They're all competing, so they're going to have their own podium inside the Rebelle scores. So it's cool. Pirelli's really stepping up, and I think they have a good reason to step up. It's because they've made a good tire.
Yeah.
And we might be hearing about a new tire.
I mean, maybe. We'll see. It might be under embargo.
We'll see whenever we get told about being able to talk about that. But the All-Terrain Plus that I've been running for a couple of years, I really like. It's quiet. It rides nice. It gets me everywhere I need to go.
Perfect.
Yeah,
no flats?
And I haven't poked any holes in them.
Perfect. That's all you can ask for out of a tire. Well, we've had Maddie B out on a course all this afternoon. So let's see a highlight reel from what happened earlier on today. You know, Matthew, we're sitting here at Dumont Dunes, and all I see around me are dunes, and yet our highlight reel has got all of those Joshua trees and more like, traditional, what you think of as desert and not dunes. It's crazy how you can get those two landscapes so close to each other.
Yeah, like I was saying, a day of transitions. Those are entirely different driving styles, different navigation styles, different skills that are drug out of you. And this is part of what Emily was saying. Was like, it's about to get real. First Dumont day is going to get real.
It sure is. Well, we also had some teams that it did get real for, and I think Katie's got a few of them down there. So, Katie, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. It's so much fun when we come to Dumont. One of my favourite things about the Rebelle is going out driving with Matthew. Today we came over a huge dune, and he put the brakes on, and he said if you put the brakes on and you let the sand kind of pile in front of you, then you create a little ramp. And I was so stoked to finally learn a little tip because I would never have gone over there. Thank you, Matthew. Now I'm here with Team 153, Michaela and Diane, and we've been talking a little bit about Kaizen because, as you know, we're the live team presented by Toyota, and the word Kaizen when Toyota means continuous improvement. And I believe you guys had a hell of a Kaizen day. So tell me how you Kaizened the heck out of everything.
Oh my gosh, we have to Kaizen every moment of every day. It's continuous improvement. So you have to take what the problem is and not the person, because it has nothing to do with the person. There's a process. We can correct the process. We can modify it. Like, don't hit a boulder. That's step one. Step two, don't bog down in the dunes. If you do, you need your max track. So we just, pick a different line, change it. You gotta improve every single day. Baby steps.
So I asked them earlier, what is it about working for Toyota that helped you with today? And they said, attack the problem, not the person. That is poetry.
Yeah.
So
it's a direct quote. It's the Toyota way of life.
The Toyota way.
The Mendomi.
now you showed me a minute ago that there's something under your vehicle. What's the name of the something?
The damage from the boulder.
Yeah. So it was this shape when they left.
Your frame, it goes like this on your cross member. It's kind of like this shape right now, and a little bit of it, just a small portion.
The welds are holding.
The welds are
it's
solid.
Safe to drive.
Per mechanics.
The Toyota runs.
The Toyota's doing great, Toyota, by the way. So what else did you do to Kaizen the day?
We swapped roles.
We said, you know what? I've had a. Can I swear? You'll bleep it.
Go ahead.
I've had a.
We're trying to keep our sponsor, which is
had a
you.
crap of a day with driving. We had some crazy lines. We tried some different trails, and I'm like, get in the driver's seat, go play in the sand. And she was like, so.
Okay, on that note, let's stick the poetry. Attack the problem, not the person. I absolutely love that. So great chatting to you. Yeah. And we might see you when we come visit the mechanics.
All right, let's do that.
Such a great team and such a positive attitude. That's what happens when you work for Toyota. You two can't speak. So, the Cantoy Divas. It's been a day. What happened?
What didn't happen? Well, let's see. She tried to repair a tire, and no. So we changed it. Nice. Did a couple of lovely little quick self recoveries out in the dunes.
Nice.
Timed out at 3 checkpoints.
Timed out at
greens.
a few greens.
But we got to go play in the dunes.
We actually got points in the dunes.
So that's good.
And still smiling and laughing, as you always are. So great to see you. Welcome home.
Because it's embrace the suck here.
Yes. Embrace the suck. I'm loving the quotes from today. Bye, ladies. So, embrace the suck. Now, Team 120. I think we had some... Hello. How was your day?
Terrible.
But your window's not up, so you're happy to chat because you don't have to talk to me when you have a bad day. Oh, I'm just going to tell her family she had a bad day.
I love you.
It was a real bad day.
It was a bad day.
It was really hard. We got lost and we got late on a green, and we're busting our butts to get Rookie of the Year, and so it's just hard to have a bad day. But I'm trying to remind her that all of the top competitors have had bad days. You all have a bad day.
Wait, look. Wait, look. Here.
What does it say?
No bad days. No bad days.
It's beautiful.
You need to. This comes from one of your competitors, and just remember, it's only day 4. Anything can happen.
I know. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep it up. We love following you, and your fans at home are stoked for you. They'll be really happy to see that you're alive and well, and we'll see you.
Love you, Matt.
I love you, Bryce. Love you, kids.
And you know these two, they're going to be on the start line bright and early in the morning, ready to go.
Number 7. My lucky number.
Okay, they picked. Oh, she said something. 707 maybe. Today, the competitors are taking their start from tomorrow out of a drawer. So Ashley's taking a little bag and they have to pull it out, and a bunch of them that I've just been with have picked very early draw times. All right, one more quick hello. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How was your day today?
We actually had a really good day. The precision enduro at the end was a little funky. But we got the last point. We reverse engineered it from the end and got the last point. So it's good.
Okay, so Kramer, do you agree that these two look just like they did when they left? Like you're happy and you're fresh? Damn.
We had a great day.
We did. Yeah, we got stuck once.
Yeah, and we
Tried
got
to find
out.
the flag. We got out.
Now, at this stage in the game when we're in the sand, sometimes people start to make friends and help each other out. Are you guys forming any strategic alliances?
We are.
Yeah. Luckily, we were able to work with one of the other Bronco teams this morning, and it was good.
Yeah, they helped us because they've been here before, so they kind of showed us around.
We don't see a lot of sand in Montana. We haven't been in the dunes since last year.
Since last year, yeah.
Dang, not a lot of sand in Montana. It sounds like you had a great day, though. Well, on that note, I'm going to send you guys back. No, I'm going to send you forward to talk with Ashley and get your start time for tomorrow. And Matthew and Emmy, what have you got back at base?
Thanks a lot, Katie. Yeah, I think we're going to look at some results.
Yeah, we are. Now, keep in mind, these are the results for day 4. We're going to go through groups A, B, and C, but not all of the teams are in yet. So don't think that this is final, okay? So right now, overall, we've got team. Can we go to the day 4? Can you click on day 4 instead of daily totals? That's a little bit easier to read for the day. Because right now we have on day 4 in Group A, we have Team 122 that Katie just spoke to. They are actually in first place for the day in Group A, but you guys, they're not everybody is back yet, right? You can see that 129, Nina and Terilyn, they have not yet they are still at checkpoint. They've just left checkpoint 24, so they still have 25, 26, and 27 to get. So there's a lot of points on the table there for them. We do have 167 is in for their final points, and then Shelby and Rory, they also have some points on the table. So it's, we'll give you the final totals tomorrow, but for right now, it really still is anyone's game in Group A.
The best part about this is the information is available for you at home as you get it when we get it. We don't get it before you do. And if you're trying to compare the two, you just look far over to the right and just look at what checkpoint they're on and if they've gotten the checkpoints for being back at base camp. And if they haven't gotten that pile of points back at base camp, then there's more points that they could earn. Also, clicking between 4x4 Group A, Group B, the X-Cross, which is Group C, your day totals, and then your overall standings. We're going to be looking at those overall standings a lot more here on days forward.
So it looks like in Group B, Team 121, they are ahead with 61% of the points, and they are in base camp. But again, we're not scoring them as Group A or Group B. This is just how we divide them on course, so that because we've got so many competitors, we have to make sure that people are in different groups. So our leaders are generally in Group A. Group B, though, is still doing really well. They're still coming in. We have plenty of folks in Group B. It looks like we have at least at least three people in Group B that are still not back at base camp. So those scores are going to change just a little bit. But we've had some shakeups today in the X-Cross group in Group C. So let's see. It looks like everybody is back except for Carrie Lando. So Carrie and Andrea Schaefer in 204, they still have some points on the table. So first and second there might change.
Mm-hmm. We could see a couple penalties in the pile there also.
Yeah. So there's 20 points still on the table for 204. That is not going to put them up past Melissa Clark, but it's going to get them a little bit closer.
Well, I'll tell you, Melissa and Catherine know dunes.
They do.
If there was going to be a day that they were going to jump up and kind of put their foot down about some points, it was a day like today, and they've definitely done that. I see Carrie in line there.
Oh, good.
So Carrie's back here. We'll get to see what she and Andrea Schaefer have pulled out for the end of their day.
Perfect. Well, I know Katie's got someone on the line that she's excited to talk to. So, Katie, let me hear it.
Hi, guys. I'm here with Jill and Kristen, and she's been swallowed by the vehicle today, but it's giving us a great view of the dunes. How did you go out there today?
How did the day go? It could have been a very bad day, except I have the most amazing partner who gives me a lot of grace and forgiveness for being impatient.
And I have the best partner, so.
And you said you did get a little bit stuck, but it was easy breezy?
I wouldn't say easy breezy exactly.
Breezy, lemon squeezy, come on.
We had help from the Roaming Wolves team, and they offered to yank us out, but they were there while we put the max tracks in. Just were really helpful.
Gotta love your max tracks, right? We went out today and didn't we forget our max tracks, Matthew? No, we can't say that because we'd never do something that silly.
Thank God for max tracks. For real.
Absolutely. All right, well, I'm going to let you pull forward and get your start order for tomorrow. Again, they're drawing their star order today. Let's go down and see what Team 183 are up to. Carla and Heather.
It's me again.
It's you again. How are we? Oh, should I go to the other side? I'm giving you so much love on the driver's side. Sorry, Kramer.
Hello.
How was your day in the dunes?
The day after the dunes was great.
Well, so we're just talking to the other Toyota team about Kaizen.
Yes.
What did you Kaizen today? She's laughing over there.
I don't know. What did we Kaizen today?
We decided that I was going to start telling you what direction we were going using the compass so that we did, because we missed a trail.
Yeah, calling out all the trail crossings.
Well, they were talking about how when you guys have a problem, you attack the problem, not the person, and that's such an incredible philosophy, and it looks like that's what's happening with you two.
Yeah.
So how's the teamwork and the communication going?
It's been good. We're having fun. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we'll see you inside, and again, we keep crossing each other's paths. I love it, and that's great because, you know, it's the live show sponsored by Toyota, presented by Toyota. Okay, Kramer, let's have a chat quickly to Susan before we send it back to Emme and Matthew, who I think have Jenn from Pirelli to chat to. Good afternoon, good evening, welcome home.
Well, thank you. It's so great to be back at base camp.
I'm really.
What a day.
Well, yeah, you had your window up on me this morning, so thanks for having it down now. What was going on this morning?
Just, we were very focused. But
I like the Susan Piper game face.
You might want to walk behind our vehicle and just take a look. I want you to just go look at our spare. Just go have a look. Just go look.
Have a look at the spare, and they can tell us what to expect. Okay,
so that what was it? Sperry Wash. Oh my God, there were so many
you said that was
sharp
ugly.
rocks. And you know, we drove faster than our sidewall could handle it, so I'm sure he got a really good picture of a completely shredded tire.
The media showed up right on time.
Yeah, it was amazing. And so we got to perform our tire changing drill for the media.
Yeah.
So amazing. Did you like that?
Okay, but how did the rest of your day go? Because we're all loving the Susan Piper game face this year.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I still have the game face because here's the deal. It's only day 4. Mistakes were made. Points were left on the course. We'll just leave it at that. But the thing is that we have a great rhythm to our team, and like we just roll it, you know, like we let it roll off. And so it's not like it's devastating for us. It's like we know we're pros. Pros adjust. So you get up, you do it again, but better. It's all about like how do we suck less?
How do we suck less? I love the quotes today. They're all priceless. And how did your third teammate go in the dunes?
Oh, it was so good in the dunes. Yeah, the Grenadier was really wonderful in the dunes. It just went. Like the engine has enough power to get us up stuff. Susan is an incredible driver, but we just really didn't have to worry.
Well, Matthew and I did notice that when we followed you down into that nowhere place the other day, and it did just take off. And when you left us down there, and we might have just been still there.
The Grenadier has this award-winning BMW B58 engine. It's the same engine that's in the Toyota Supra, and I believe the BMW 7 Series. So even though this is a super capable 4x4, it's like, I mean, honestly, it's got so much power. It has endless torque at 1,600 RPM.
Yes, we noticed that when you left us in the dust. I know. All right, pull forward and get your start order. It's a draw tonight. Bye-bye. Okay, Matthew and Emme, back to you and Jenn from Pirelli.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. It's so fun to hear about from Susan there. She's obviously really proud of the Grenadier's power and capability. I'm just happy that the shredded tire we just looked at on the back was not a Pirelli, because I'm sitting here with Jenn Brandon from Pirelli. Jenn, it's a pleasure. We got to spend a little time earlier together. It's been awesome having you involved here with the Rebelle Rally. So what's base camp like for you here?
It's fantastic. I mean, by and large our favorite event for the year. I enjoy coming out here and seeing all of the teams participate and do so much work leading up to getting here, and being able to be a part of the middle of the rally has been really wonderful, because I've been to the beginning, I've been to the end, and I think there's just so much grit and energy in the middle, because it's just pushing through day after day. So getting to see that has been amazing, and the Dumont Dunes has not disappointed. I mean, the scenes we saw today driving around and just how smooth and buttery those beautiful dunes are,
Sure.
It was great.
Yeah, very cool. Now, I'm assuming none of your F1 folks heard you say how much you love us here.
Oh, well, I'm sure not. Hey,
that's
duality.
And so part of the Scorpion Challenge had you interacting with some of these teams before coming here. So what was it like to meet some of the teams you've been working with to get them here and support them?
It has been so fun to see everybody in their full person. I've gotten to work with text messages and emails and supporting tire size and shipments, and it's been really fantastic. But seeing everything come together and knowing, even from the brief conversations we were able to have together of the prep and like, how do I practice and what's the best strategy for us to go, and asking us technical tire questions and what's the best thing to do. And, you know, all of that has been so fantastic, but it all pales in comparison to when you see them doing their thing.
Mega.
So,
yeah, you're equipping them to come and focus and do the
Absolutely.
job they're here to complete.
We are honored to be on their car and their team.
Love
So
it.
we are so happy that they picked us.
Yeah. No, it's mega. And 15 teams picked you.
Absolutely.
There. And so the Pirelli program, you know, I have, a decade in off-road, or maybe a little more than that recently, and Pirelli wasn't on my list for tires.
Absolutely.
So it's cool to see how, like, I've seen the process. You guys showed up, you made a great tire, and now tell us a little bit more about how the Pirelli, the Scorpion Challenge and other contingencies have developed.
Absolutely. So we have obviously a very strong name in the street game when it comes to Pirelli, but that technical prowess goes into every tire we make. And so we took taking off-road very seriously. It wasn't just making a tire. It needed to work, it needed to be comfortable, it needed a lot of aspects. So we are proud of the tires that we brought to the desert, and we're excited about more tires to come for the desert.
Wink,
but
wink.
it's also exciting to see the growth of the teams who are interested in participating, and seeing us around. I think now for the last 4 years has been kind of a really lovely process to get to know us, having been out here every year that we've been able to sponsor, and then also getting in touch with other teams that have either run them or even the staff, because you guys have run a lot of these in your day-to-day lives, and you guys are some of the best in the business. So I think it takes a long time to build trust. When you're out there, you need something that you can rely on. And, you know, it took a lot of faith for a lot of the teams out here to say, you know what, maybe this isn't the first name I've heard in off-road, but I'm going to swap out and go with this. So, again, we are so happy that they're happy, but we're also excited to continue showing up in this way.
I've been really impressed with just learning about Pirelli, and Pirelli doesn't off-label brand. They don't make a cheaper tire and put a different name on it. Pirelli, if you see something that says Pirelli on it, it's a full-on Pirelli product, and that's a premium brand.
Yep.
And
One
so,
brand.
you know, there's lots of competing brands out there these days, and we love being supported by you guys at Pirelli.
Well, we're so happy to be here, and the teams across the board are doing fantastic. This is no small feat, and that is recognizable, certainly for people who are watching, but anybody who's ever even heard of it, it's just such an undertaking to do.
Cool.
So
And you experienced today, didn't we drive through a bit of a boulder field here and there?
we found an alternative route, maybe, like a little bit here, a little bit there.
Okay. Well, all right. We need to blast ourselves out of the booth and find Katie and whoever she's got to chat with. Let's go, Katie.
I'm looking for... Here he is. Hey, Kramer. I'm here with Mountain Subi. Check out this Subaru, Kramer. 10 years ago, this was a mom wagon. It was a bona fide grocery getter. And for 10 years, Carrie Lando has added to it, and it is now an adventure car that should not be messed with. How many improvements have you made? I mean, we don't have that much time, but just give us the rundown.
It's countless improvements. I have a lift, coilovers, Smaller wheels, bigger tires, bigger brakes.
Do you still use it as a daily driver?
Absolutely, it's my daily.
Oh, I love it. A badass grocery getter right here. And I've been trying to catch up with Andrea Schaefer for days because I nicknamed her last year Speed Plotter. She is a navigating machine. How's it going, Speed Plotter?
It's going really well. We have been able to get almost every checkpoint we've gone for, with the exception of a couple just running out of time. But yeah, we're doing good.
And the other thing we talked about is a lot of teams who've been to the Rebelle. I mean, you've been how many times?
This is my 8th year.
8th year. And how many for you?
This is my 4th year.
Okay, but you've shaken it up and it's the first time you have worked together, and I have never seen such good mojo and energy coming from a team in a long time. Like, how's it going out there?
It's going great. We're having a lot of fun. We're nailing checkpoints, and yeah, it's just...
Yeah, we're working great
We
together.
work really good together. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you go in and get some gas and see you in at dinner. Okay, let's have a quick hello to Leeway and Rasa here. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going.
I love these sundowner giggles. I've had a few of those today, so don't be shy. Yeah. What's going on? Are we tired or are we just hilarious?
We're exhausted and delirious.
It was a really, really rough route.
Yeah, we had it was a hard day, but it was not like the worst day ever. But it was just exhausting.
I'm getting a message in my ear, and I hope I get this right, but I'm supposed to ask you about chicken math. Is it chicken math? What is chicken?
Supposedly, if you have chickens, which I am newish to chickens, that you get a certain amount, and within a year you have a lot more, and you don't know how you got them.
So you actually have chickens like running around at home?
I do, and my husband, who hates chickens, is definitely afraid of chickens, is taking care of them.
He's looking after them for 10 days.
How many are left? I had 21 when I left, so we'll see.
Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to go there. Okay. Bye, ladies. It was great chatting. Now let me quickly see if Eva... Oh, she's left. We're going to have a chat to Eva. Oh, but we've got Sam. Hi, what are you doing over there?
Just cleaning the car a little bit.
Oh, Sam's cleaning the car. How was your day, Total Chaos girls? Just take it away.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was definitely a challenging day, but I think we're pretty happy with how we managed our time and our strategy today. We didn't get everything, but overall, we're doing all right.
I went out with Matthew today and he was explaining that his Total Chaos hardware was doing great things for us when we were flying up onto the top of these dunes. Can you give a more technical answer to that, please?
A more technical answer, I'll just say the truck's awesome. The Total Chaos team did a fabulous job with this truck. They really put their heart and soul into it, and we're so grateful.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. Always good to chat. And on that note, we're only on day 4, but you know how excited I get when our naughty cousins from Total Chaos are incoming for the big dunes down in Glamis. Now I'm going to take it back to Emme and Matthew and see what's up and see where the teams are standing at the moment.
Thank you, Katie. Look at that. We've got that
one.
Boom.
Oh, look at
man.
the moon.
Our live show guys are
nice
amazing.
One, Paige.
We really kind of associate Total Chaos with Toyotas, but they make parts for a bunch of different manufacturers. I have Total Chaos on my 2015 Chevy Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it for some Nissan products. You can get it on some Fords. There's a variety of different cars. Yes, they specialize in Toyota, but don't let that stop you if you don't own a Toyota.
There's lots of ways to raise your truck up,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not as many ways to correct the caster adjustment after the vehicle's been raised up. And the upper control arm is the first thing to get the caster and alignment back sorted out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But before we bounce out of here, I just want to say Rasa would be such a nice teammate. Did you hear her? It was like a rough day, but she was still buoyant about having a rough day there. And I just thought that was really sweet. And then Sam was out cleaning the car so that they are getting it clean before their hour of time.
Right.
That's time management we just saw.
Yeah,
Sam
that's using your time wisely.
Yeah.
Well, Toyota gave me a new Land Cruiser to drive. This is the first time I've actually been in a Land Cruiser. I was a little nervous, oh, how's it going to do in the dunes? And you know what? It was great. I had more than enough power. I got to take some of the camera guys out, and they hadn't really been out in the dunes before. So we shot a little video. I haven't seen this. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. So let's see what I shot earlier this morning with the new Land Cruiser.
a 2.4 liter turbo hybrid engine that's putting out over 300 horsepower and about 465 or so pound-feet of torque. And what's great about having that electric assist is that torque comes on pretty darn quickly. I am going to lock my center differential. That's going to put the power 50-50 to front and rear. And I'm definitely going to turn off my traction control because I don't want anything interfering with my driving. My Land Cruiser's got multi-terrain select, so I've got my choice of deep snow, mud, sand, dirt, or auto. So I'm going to go up here to sand. Now you can get all these like fancy equipments and stuff, but honestly, you guys, I just use my sunglasses because I'm cheap and I already own a pair of sunglasses. There we go. So I'm gonna air down to about 15 PSI and see where that gets me. Hopefully I'm not gonna run into any rocks here, but you know what? You never know. So let's go have some fun doing some dune driving. Just don't be scared. Just don't be scared. It can be scary. I mean, we're sideways right now. I guarantee you, Trevor, my camera guy, is pooping in his pants. But it's all about trusting you and trusting your vehicle. Just do it, baby. Have some fun. Yeah, drifting. Boop, 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 boop. Like you're my M1. It's also about looking for the out, right? I'm not necessarily looking where I'm going. I'm looking where I want to go. And finally, if you need to stop, always stop on a downhill, because if you start going uphill, it could be pretty bad. What? Oh, no. Oh, phew, we made it.
Cool. That looked really fun to me.
No, it was really fun. You know, it's always a little concerning when you're in a brand new vehicle, that's not yours, but a new vehicle that you haven't driven, and then you get out here in the dunes because you're not sure what the power delivery is going to be like. You're not sure how the transmission is going to shift with the pattern of the transmission. And I mean, I just had a great time. That car also has got a sway bar disconnect, and it has a rear locker, and of course it's got a low gear as well. But I was able to keep up plenty of momentum, and I didn't really feel like I needed to go.
You don't say with 465 foot-pounds you could keep up some momentum?
Oh, no.
You were just riding with me in my old 4Runner. We were a lot less power than that.
Yeah, but how do you... Okay. Have a V8, but still it's an older V8 and it's down on power, so how do you compensate for that when you're out there driving?
You just manage your momentum.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the timing of when you ask for the power, and it just means that you rely on your eyes and the plan your eyes are making a little bit more.
Okay.
So it's plenty of power to do lots. We had it full of people, right?
Yes,
so
we
it's
did.
fully loaded with bigger tires than came on it, and still, if you just make a good plan, and like you said really eloquently in your video, you need the bailout. You need a plan to bail out. You always need to know when the current plan starts going poorly.
Yep.
Where's my out?
Yep, and just turn downhill. Don't try to save it. If you feel dodgy and you are not comfortable, just turn downhill and get out of there. Now, if you turn downhill and that leads you right into a bowl or a witch's eye, that could be a problem.
Well, you got to make more plans.
You got to make more plans on the way
down.
down, right? You got to make those plans. So you're always thinking, you're always looking ahead. You're always trying to figure out where am I going to put this car in the next 5 seconds, the next 3 seconds, the next 2 seconds.
Sure.
And then just do that and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's driving in the sand is really fun. I've driven everything under the sun, tanks, stuff on racetracks, high speed, whatever. The sand is just a different environment. It's a different skill, and I've really enjoyed over the last decade working in the sand and driving.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I know that Katie has got somebody down there. I can't see where she's going to. Oh, I believe she's going to 150. That is Laura Wellness and Penny Dale. Am I right? Am I right?
No.
Oh, that's Shelby Hall. Sorry, that's Shelby Hall and Rory Lewis. Sorry, I love you guys. Go.
Oh, the camera just fell off the stick. Do you need some help? Hold on, help me. Hold on. The camera just fell off the stick. So anyway, what we were talking about. Tell them what we were talking about.
Well, Katie asked us if we actually stop and eat lunch during the day. The answer is no. We will pull over really quick for a little pee stop, grab a snack, and it's eating on the fly. Everything is on the fly. We make our sandwiches at night before we go to bed and put them in the freezer or cooler, and they're ready for us as soon as we're ready to eat. So we don't have to do it out in the field either.
Thank you for the save. And it's really, really concerned me for a long time now. Like, would it be possible if we did a study to see which teams fueled themselves and hydrated themselves sufficiently? Are they at the top of the standing? So thank you for that answer. And I do love that you make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And thank you for saving the...
We have a snack bin that at arm's reach. That way, if we're hungry, we can just reach in the bin and have a snack ready. We don't have to pull over. We don't have to do anything. So food is ready at all times. And I make sure she eats because for navigators, they don't get any time. So you have to make them eat.
Okay, that's really important. And hydrate or die, right? Yes. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. I've got the boys in my ear saying, is he bleeding? Are you okay, Kramer? Okay. Let's come down here and talk to Ash. Oh, I'm being sent around to the other side, Kristen. Huh? Yes, you may pull forward. Tell me how your day went.
Oh, it went amazing, actually. It was, we're rookies out here. Yesterday didn't go so well, but today went much, much better. We did make one rookie mistake and missed this green checkpoint back here by 2 minutes. Oh. We tried so hard, too, but, it is what it is.
You have such a great rookie attitude. Like, both of you do. Can I get any comment from... Is that a... What is she eating? Oh, my God, everyone's losing it. That's a big... Is that her tongue? How was your day?
It was good.
Oh, my God. Everyone's losing it today. Eva, I need you.
Yes, Katie.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Come in.
My family.
Oh, sorry. She just wants to say hi to her family.
I really miss my husband Wayne and my boys Wyatt and Clayton. So if you're watching, love you, miss you, can't wait to see you. Hi, Mom. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Einstein. Love you guys.
All day, every day.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Now, I've just found Eva here, who was entered in the 2024 Rebelle Rally just days ago. And tell us what happened.
It was a force of nature that would stop us from competing in the Rebelle Rally this year, but my partner Azure is from Florida. She lives in Sarasota. She has family in Tampa, and when Hurricane Milton came crashing through Florida, we had to pull our registration, and she had to rush home to save her family, board up her house, and make sure everybody is okay, which they are, thankfully. Hi, Azure. I hope you're out there and watching. And so I had the awesome opportunity to come out and hang with the Rebelle staff.
And how cool that Emily says, just stay on staff. Like, that's happened a number of times. For whatever reason, one partner hasn't been able to make it. And then we get the greater Rebelle family kicks into play. And it's so fun having you here.
It's so fun being here. It's so fun being part of the Rebelle family in a whole different way. Thanks, Katie.
Thank you so much. Now, we actually do have Laura Wanless. Hello. It's not often Emmy makes a mistake, but it is 188, not 150. How was your day, ladies?
Great. Our tracker broke on the first checkpoint, but it gave us 20 extra minutes and made it back on time.
How do you get 20 extra minutes if your tracker breaks?
Because we sat there for 20 minutes and couldn't do anything till he got us a new tracker.
So you bought yourself some time. Now I get it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So we got a little bit of extra time, and then we made the most of it, and we brushed off the stress from that and planned our day.
Yeah. Emmy just asked me if you drove over it on purpose.
The tracker?
We didn't drive over.
No, I get really stressed when we have to sit. So as a driver, I can't stand it. I would rather have just gone on our day, but we made the best of it.
That's true, Laura Wanless. Full game face. Yep. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Well, that wasn't such a good question, Emmy. Okay, Laura Moore, how are you?
Hi, Katie, how are you?
How was your day?
We had an interesting day, yes.
Can you define interesting, or would you rather not talk about it?
I think I'd rather not talk about it just. No, it was. We had a good day. We had a good day. We made a couple mistakes and that cost us, but we had fun. So
the badass grandmas are in safe and sound. Yeah, welcome home.
It was great. We had a great day. Thank you.
Good to see you. All right, I'm going to send you back to Emme and Matthew as the wheels fall off here. I thought yesterday was bad, but actually I'm having a lot of fun tonight. Back to you guys.
Well, I would like to give credit where credit is due. It was not me who asked about if Laura ran over the tracker on purpose. That came from Matthew's brain. So that was all about Matthew.
And that's trying to have a little fun.
And it's kind of a great strategy, right? You're like, I need 20 extra minutes to plot. I'll just run over a tracker. They'll give me an extra 20 minutes.
If it's got tire prints on it, they might not give you the 20 minutes. We told you this morning we were going to be with you from sunrise to sunset.
And here we are.
There's the sunset.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Just behind it. We're going to have a full moon tomorrow, you realize?
I know. It's going to be great. It's kind of nice because then if I have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I don't have to get my headlamp. I can still find my way back.
Can I chuck in here a couple teams I chatted with? And
yes,
just a couple little random details?
Yeah.
113, that's Marie, talking about Bernard.
Oh,
That's
Bernard.
Marie
How
and
did he
Hannah.
do today?
I had asked her at training, I was like, is your floor mat blocking your throttle? Like, are you getting the full throttle? I was watching Bernard climb through the sand, and I'm like, Bernard doesn't sound like he's being hustled appropriately. Is it floored? Well, she said yes, and she got a speeding penalty today.
Oh, no.
In addition, though, going up Sperry Wash, missed didn't see a rock or whatever, hit it with the right front and busted a shock. So she might be doing bouncy times tomorrow until they can arrange possibly.
So she ran the whole day on a busted shock?
It sounds like it.
But spring is okay.
Yeah, I don't know the details. That's as far as I got. Another funny one, Team 136. I was chatting. It's Tammy, Joe, and Amber. They've been one of my favorites this year because they're just so much fun and always smiling. But I looked at Tammy Joe. Hey, how'd it go today? And she was like, we got a new team name. It's not plotting and scheming anymore. It's bad navigation decisions. You know, a lot of the teams that had a rough day today still had a smile when they looked at me and told me a bit about it.
Yeah, I talked to 158, and I was like, how that's Amy and Michelle, and I was like, hey, how was your day? And she's like, well, our navigation system stopped working. And I said, are you talking about your brain? She's like, absolutely.
141, the classic Bronco, unfortunately was back in here for a little bit, but I chatted with Rochelle and Melissa after they had been back into the field, and they were happy to finish the day in some dunes and had smiles when they got back here to the finish.
Yeah, and we did see them out there. They were hanging out with Team 140. It looked like they had teamed up together to just kind of help each other in the dunes, which is completely legal, by the way. And they were out there looking good in the furthest corner of the dunes. So it's just good to know that Bronco is still chugging along.
Team 140 also back here at the mechanic today. Yep. Engine was going into safe mode. They needed that reset. And then 118.
Do you know how I reset that? I just put a piece of tape over the check engine light.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, in safe mode, it had so little power they couldn't go.
It went into limp mode, okay.
Lastly here, to stuff one more in here, 118 Land Rover Defender, Stephanie and Stacy. They said they were ending on a high note in the dunes.
Okay.
It was a pretty rough day. They loved the Defender and just all smiles finishing in the dunes.
Yeah. I think as we were talking earlier, the time management on this was just crucial. I've been looking at the at the scoring, and it's interesting to see who has actually, they've had to skip a couple of checkpoints, and whether that was just because for time or if it was strategy, whatever it was, there's a lot of points left out there on the table out here in the dunes and out in the desert just because they had so much to do today. I think people are going to eat and go to bed.
Indeed. A lot have worked hard. We've seen some vehicles stuck today and all that. But, hey, let's bounce out to commercial and get some stuff organized and move on afterwards.
At Baja Designs, we have lights for all on- and off-road enthusiasts. For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.
Good morning, commuters. Looks like we got traffic backed up for miles. Starting with a downed tree blocking East Avenue and a broken water main causing a bottleneck on the westbound lanes. We've got weekend travelers flooding the turnpike, meaning it's bumper-to-bumper traffic for the foreseeable future. I'd get comfortable. You might be there for a while.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
Oh, are we back?
We are.
We are back from commercial. Thank you so much for all of those who are helping us pay our bills here today. This is the finish line. Sorry, I'm here. I'm paying attention. This is the finish line of day 4. We're at Base Camp 2 here in Dumont Dunes. Tomorrow we move. Tomorrow morning we move.
It's a big move, and it's a base
move.
camp move. We do our best to kind of plan these marathons between base camp moves, but tomorrow the whole organization has to fold up out of here and boogie south.
Yep. That is where our operations team really comes in. They are absolutely clutch. Taking down all these tents, loading up all the tables and the chairs, getting the shower trailers out of here. It is a huge operation. I can't even tell you guys how complicated these base camps are, and they've just gotten more and more complicated. I mean, now we've got solar power by Renewable Innovations, which is just awesome. We've got we've got Starlinks now, all of the live show stuff that comes on here. So moving these base camps is a pretty big operation.
Oh, and this is why we've got 130 competitors and 130 people on staff.
Yeah, exactly. It takes that many people to roll this stuff across the deserts of California and Nevada. So, Matthew.
Yeah.
I would like to talk just a little bit more about dune driving and about our tire pressures, because we had some teams that had to go from these dunes, from these soft dunes, and then they had to go into that canyon, or that wash rather.
Sperry Wash,
Yeah. And I know we did have some flats today, and I'm just wondering if that was because they didn't want to take the time to air up from their dune PSI to what you should run in the rocks.
Now, the ones I spoke to said they did air back up.
They did.
Specifically, Jackie Space, she, I think, maybe she was concerned she had a flat. She did not get one, and she did air back up. I talked to some other teams, though, did have a couple flats out there and rocks. Sperry Wash was just full of rocks. One of the biggest rock hits we had was one team 153.
Right.
And it sounded like they strayed a little bit, like, through a bushy area to cut something off, and then found the rock that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because you want to air down, but you don't want to air down too much in the dunes, because then you run the risk of debeating the tire. And then you want to air up a little bit for the rocks, because you don't want to cut a sidewall, but you don't want to air up too much, because then you're not going to get the grip that you need. So it's this little.
And you're going to be back in the sand anyway, so you wonder your time management, like wondering, can I just drive carefully?
Right.
Well,
exactly.
This morning we went out. I went down to 16 psi when the tires were cold this morning, and took a couple of our live show folks out and had a nice cruise around. But we caught a couple of vehicles that were struggling with their grip. Actually, we came upon the scene, and it was Verena and Kendra.
Oh, no, the Kia.
You know, what we didn't cover chatting in your video, do you see how this is slightly uphill for the Kia?
I do.
The light was already such that in the vehicle, standing in that space, you couldn't really tell where uphill was.
Right.
So when you need to bail, like we were saying, bail and drop downhill, sometimes
it's
you
hard
can't
to tell which
what
way is downhill.
is.
Yeah.
It's so hard to explain unless you're in it and really feeling it.
Now,
So-
if I were going to self-recover here, I would try to go backwards, because then I could use a little bit of gravity to help me. But I don't want to go backwards on something that's super steep, because then I don't have any control over my front end and any control over my steering.
Sure.
So it looks like they have hooked up a kinetic rope. I have kinetic ropes in my kit from Bubba Rope. They are awesome to get just a little bit of extra pull and a little bit of extra momentum to yank you out of whatever sticky situation you're in.
Yeah, so they've grabbed the rope, they're going to hit the throttle, and it's really tough to know if the vehicle's pulling or going down. Did you see that?
Look at that. Yeah,
That
yeah.
is-
Stop.
When the tow vehicle changes this from a kinetic pull to a static pull, you can get yourself stuck real fast. And we just watched that.
Right.
I did chat with them about it later. It wasn't a big deal. They dug a bit, threw some Max Trex there.
Okay.
And so they got moving actually quite a bit quicker.
Right.
We're going to bounce out to Katie.
All right. Katie, show us what you got, baby.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Team 136 plotting and scheming, and I had to come over and talk to them, because teams that take the time to come and watch the sun setting, or as you said, the moon rising, I'm interested in. And then we started to find out how your day went, and you've been back since 3:30. But before we talk about anything, you've also decided, here on day 4, to change your name.
Yes.
Who's going to reveal the new name?
We're Team Bad Decisions. Bad navigation decisions.
Oh, no.
We're team
Are
Bad
you gonna?
Decisions.
And are you okay with the new name?
Hey, Bad Decisions. I learned here that bad decisions make good stories. So.
Okay, well, introducing Team 136, Bad Decisions.
Yes.
Now, the other thing we just asked Kramer is we've watched the sunset, the moon's coming up, and there's this once-in-a-lifetime comet that you will only see once in 186,000 years. We've seen it 4 nights in a row. So Kramer and I are going to go and research that and give you the answer tomorrow. But let's talk a little bit more about your day, your rally. How's it going?
It was a very rough day. Somebody else called today timed out Tuesday, because we just kept just behind the ball and timing out of the greens, and so it sent us home early. But I think we needed that little reset because it's hot, and
but you now have all the energy that no one else has. Right. Now, you're in the exterior, right? How was your third teammate today?
Oh, the third teammate finally had a day not in the mechanics bay. Yes. 3 nights. Prologue, day 1, day 2, day 3. 4
Hold on, you came in and you're not in the mechanics bay.
Yeah, I love it. That's why we get to watch the sunset. We're so excited.
See, what a beautiful note to end on. Thank you so much for your time. I'm in a really good mood. We've had a great live show. You're going to have a fantastic day 5. I can't wait to see you on the start line. 100%. And back to you, Emme and Matthew.
Thanks, Katie. It is really awesome when you finally get a chance to watch the sunset and watch the moon rise, because it doesn't happen every time. And
well, you're
it's
busy.
nice
You
to
got
take
to
the
feed your body. You got to figure out how to clean your body. You gotta
Oh, am
figure
I
out how
supposed to be
put
taking
your papers
showers?
around. No. Oh, yeah. I meant to mention that to you. You know, the comet, once every 80,000 years, this comet's visible.
Oh, that's right, the comet.
It's
right.
visible for about 10 nights or something like that.
Yeah, and Katie will not shut up about it, by the way. She every night, go look at the comet.
Well, it's cool. Have you taken a photo? Have you looked at it?
I have looked at it. I haven't taken a photo now.
If you take a photo, you can see it.
Even with
better.
my iPhone?
It's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's cool, and it shares a namesake with my son. So that's cool too. I got a photo with him with it in the background. So fun stuff like that.
Well, if you would need a little bit of, help out here in the desert to help your friends and family track you, we like to use this cool little tracker thing called the Zoleo, and that is available on Roadpost. If you use that code Rebelle Rally, you get $70 off of a Zoleo plus free activation. $70 is quite a big percentage. It's not quite 50%, but it's almost there.
It is, and when you're going on a trip in the backcountry, there's nothing like having that last resort. You don't want to have to pull that thing out, but if you're injured, yeah, this could be a life-changing kind of situation. You want to be able to reach out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just go to roadpost.com, use the code Rebelle Rally, and get yourself a cool little Zoleo. So we're going to look at some schedules. Like we said, we are moving base camps tomorrow. So that means that we are doing one less show because we're going to be on the road driving down to base camp 3. But tomorrow morning, you are going to see us bright and early again, 6:45 a.m. from the start. That will be day 5. So we've only got day 5, 6, and 7. We're down to 3 more days of competition.
How does it go so fast?
I don't know. I think that all the time. I feel like it's never going to stop. And then suddenly it's like, oh, gosh, we're halfway through. It's crazy. And then tomorrow, finish line again. That will be at 5:30 p.m. from our new base camp down closer into Southern California. I'm so glad everyone got to watch.
I am too. It's going to be cooler where we're going, so we're looking forward to that.
Yep.
It's been awesome watching the teams excel, watching the teams push themselves to meet the challenge that Emily and Jimmy have laid out in front of them.
Well, last night we had our confession cam up. The question was, if you were your car, what would your car be saying about you today? So we had some fun confession cam stuff. So we're going to roll that on the outro here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Emmy Hall with Matthew Johnson. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6:45.
could talk, what would it say about you?
I think the Tacoma would have sit me down and have a discussion and be like, Avis, I thought we talked about packing light this year. You failed.
First of all, it's not my Tacoma. I think the first thing it would say would be, ouch. Second, it would be like, I'd like to go on a vacation. And then thirdly, I think it would be like, but thank you for giving me these like upgraded part springy legs. I'm really enjoying that. I think, so our vehicle his name is LeVar, and LeVar would probably complain about how many bumps there were today that I drove over. But pretty much I think LeVar would really appreciate me. I take really good care of LeVar, and LeVar takes really good care of us.
I think there would be a little bit of complaining of not picking one direction or going around in circles. So I think that's what our car would ask us to stop doing.
I think the last few days, he would definitely say that I'm a little rough and we need to slow it down and maybe go and get a bath because it's been a little dusty.
So the truck would say that Kristen and Jill are having a really good time this year. They've learned a lot over the last 2 Rebelle rallies, and we are really appreciating having this truck and going through these beautiful, beautiful areas that I've been to in my life.
So I'm driving a Toyota Land Cruiser for this, and if it could talk, it would say that I'm so nice to it because we haven't gotten any flat tires.
Yeah, I think first off it would tell me to go shower, which I did finally today. And second, it would probably tell me to stop eating in it because I keep dropping pretzels. Very, very sorry. So I'm driving a 2025 Ram RHO, and it's very bougie with massaging seats, and it has like heated and ventilated seats. So it's very insulted that we haven't showered and that we are eating in it. And by the way, it's filthy. There's dust everywhere. So it probably would also ask me for a bath. And I'm just like, sorry, we've got 4 more days. Bye.
Since 1913, we've been all in on providing unbeatable engine protection so Alex can go all out in the toughest conditions. Pennzoil, long may we drive.
I was the first woman to solo drive the longest off-road race in the country, and I can tell you that the desert Southwest is like nowhere else I've seen. As you're looking at the map, you get so in touch with it, the features on the map start to rise up. You drive down these roads and hike these trails. It takes me back to a location. We want things that connect us. To me, that's what the sandstone does.